Hello, everyone. Today we have with us Diego Ares. He's a Spanish harpsichordist. He lives in Basel in Switzerland, and he's been participating in Music Without Quarantine, the concerts we have every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central European Time. And today we are going to have a little interview with him. But first, I'd like to explain how I first met him. It was in Madrid, a bit more than a year ago, or roughly a year ago, during a concert in the Church of Saint Mark in Madrid. He played the Goldberg Variations, and after the concert, I got there to the backstage to talk to him. I was accompanied by Eduardo Torrico, the chief editor of the magazine Scherzo, Spanish music magazine. And this is our first contact personally, because I had already listened to him playing the harpsichord, but I had never had the chance to talk to him personally. And after that, we kept in touch somehow. And now with this new project, Music Without Quarantine, Diego was very keen on participating in this project, and he's been playing in a couple of concerts already, and we are very happy to have him here with us in Music Without Quarantine. My first question to you, Diego: what led you to play the harpsichord?
Well, first of all, it was the sound. Its brilliant sound just captivated me completely. And I was probably a very little child when I first heard the instrument. And I don't remember exactly the moment. I can imagine I heard the instrument first by radio or television, but I had never had the chance to see one. So the very first time I saw one, I think I was about 8 years old, and I was in a concert, and on the stage there was this little funny-looking piano, and a lady came and started playing it, and I immediately recognized its sound, and I said, "Wow, that's the instrument I have been always trying to find," and it has a keyboard, and back then I was already playing piano. And from that moment, the idea, the dream to play the harpsichord was fixed in my soul, in my heart.
Right. And how did you make the step to study harpsichord?
Well, I was terribly, shy. I was terribly shy because the lady who happened to play that instrument was my very first piano teacher.
Oh.
But at that moment, I was not studying with her any longer. And I was terribly shy, and I didn't know how to approach and to ask her, "Lady, may I try to play the instrument you are playing?" And I was so shy, stupidly shy. I had to wait like, I don't know, something like stupidly like 6 years.
Wow.
To finally sit in front of an instrument, of a harpsichord, and playing it. And I was 14, and the lady who helped me to play the harpsichord was a friend whose name is Pilar Campio. And she was great, because she not only made me continue loving the harpsichord, but she helped me to even love it more. So yeah, I can only say thanks.
So where did you study harpsichord?
Well, I started playing it without making any official study. I mean, this woman allowed me to play it, and she guided me. And then when I was 18 years old, I went to Holland to study harpsichord as a main subject.
Right. Do you have any preferred repertoire on your keyboard?
Well, not really. I mean, I do play a lot of Spanish music, perhaps because it is not that well known here outside Spain. Well, even in Spain, it's not so popular. But since I moved here, and I thought that, well, you know, the French harpsichordists and Bach and the English harpsichordists, nothing to say about Italian music, which is also very much played, was much more popular than Spanish music. And I thought, well, as if the harpsichord was a non-important instrument in the past, but it was since its very beginning. So perhaps I have an important connection to Spanish music, but that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy playing other music.
Right. What would you say to all those people who usually don't listen to classical music, not to say early music, about your instrument? Why should they listen to a harpsichord?
Well, I would say first because of its sound, because no other instrument can produce the sounds that the harpsichord can produce. Some people might like them, some people might not, might hate them, but its sound is just inimitable. I don't know how you say that, inimitable. Yeah. And well, then it's repertoire. It's fascinating. You just need to find a nice harpsichord player who can, yeah, just make the machine sound and to make the music alive. But there are plenty of harpsichordists who can do that very well. So, yeah, just to approach the instrument without prejudice and with the thrill of discovery.
Right. What would be your message? So you, as I said at the beginning, you've been playing in several concerts already on Music Without Quarantine. What would be your message for all those people? None of us can see while you're playing because they are on the other line of at the other end of the net. But we know that they are there, although we can see them. What's your message for those people who are listening to us, or listening to you in this case, every Wednesday at 7 p.m.?
Well, first, if they don't like it, to be indulgent. And second, if they do like it, please leave a little message, because we don't get the applause of the public, and it's so cold. You just turn off the telephone, the machine, and then you are just alone thinking, oh my god, I wish I could have played better, but there is no reaction from the audience. So please, if you like it, please write a little message, and if you don't, be indulgent and understand that, well, nobody's perfect.
So this is a very nice way to ask for feedback from people. Yeah, good. So, Diego, thank you very much for wanting to have this interview with me. And just to let people know that on the 5th of May, you will play the harpsichord. On Wednesday, 5th of May, you'll play the harpsichord again. And as I told you sometime before, this is the month of the flowers. And I know the harpsichord can be a very flowery instrument. Do you agree with that?
We have plenty of embellishments, and you can compare them to flowers. Yes.
So thank you very much, Diego.
Pleasure. Thanks.